Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the opening segment of the LUNARIO concert that The Warning did. This is actually about the first 12 minutes of the video that The Warning has on their own YouTube channel for the full LUNARIO concert from 2018 where they debuted Queen of the Murder Scene. Looking forward to that. I've never actually watched it before. When we watched LUNARIO over on the Glenn and Adrian channel, it was, I believe, March of 2024, and we had just freshly found The Warning and had done just a handful of reactions, and people were telling us this was a concert we needed to see. So it was the first time we looked at a complete show by The Warning. So we didn't know much about the band at the time, and we didn't know enough to actually leave in the opening section of behind-the-scenes footage. We just skipped directly to Dust to Dust. And so I figured, well, time to fix that. And we are thinking about watching that concert again because it was so long ago that there are probably things that we can now learn with the perspective of 2 years of watching The Warning. That's the plan, but we're going to start with this. I'm looking forward to it. Now, the original, amazingly enough, didn't have any subtitles. So I went ahead and I put up that segment so that I could generate subtitles that people could view here while I'm watching. If you've never known what they were talking about, well, here's your chance. Also, when the Thomas Dolby bit comes around, I'm going to be muting that. We'll be able to rely on the captions, and I'm just going to mute it because the claimants for Thomas Dolby wanted to demonetize this video entirely for the fact that the song was playing in the background. I like Thomas Dolby, but not that much. The Warning is one thing. Thomas Dolby, I don't think so. So anyway, looking forward to this. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, just know I'm always looking at non-music content that features bands that are touring today. So if that interests you, please subscribe so you won't miss anything. And let's go ahead and check this out.
No. A ver, ten. No, Pau.
Se veía bien oscuro como quieran.
Qué bueno.
Aparte la que más grabo es a Paulina siempre.
Me puse una pista me quedé.
Esperen, yo me salgo primero.
¿Cómo te fue de vuelo? ¿Bien?
Estoy muerto. Ayer me dormí a las 3 de la mañana y mi vuelo salía a las 7.
Ay, no. O sea, no dormiste.
No dormí casi nada.
Pues vámonos. Oye, ay, bonito. ¿Qué onda, Marco? ¿Cómo estás? Frío ya en enero. Gracias.
¿Cómo durmieron?
Bien.
Ya tarde de la ciudad.
So of course LUNARIO was in Mexico City, so they had to fly there.
Ya sé.
They liked the
Pero
dog.
aún así estoy así, mira.
Pero me estresa que lo íbamos a hacer a las 12 y
La
la una casi media.
¿Pero qué pasó?
Faltan 15 minutos para la... Faltan 19 minutos para la falta de 1:30.
¿Hubo muchas complicaciones, Tebo, o no?
Yo fui.
No.
No, yo no estaba allá, yo estaba aquí. Bueno, me pasé a Starbucks y después me quedé yo acá abajo.
Ah, ya.
Bueno, Marco, hubo complicaciones.
Sí, Marco es el que estuvo por allá.
No, o sea, todo
Solo se
tranquilo.
tardó.
Sí, solo te tardaban en llegar los del audio, pero hasta ahí.
Ah,
Oye,
ya.
los samples llegaron, ¿verdad?
Sí, está todo ahí ya.
Y ahí
The
está
amps are there.
Sí. Ya está Emilio con su tienda de merch también.
Merch is there, unless that's an inside joke.
Ya
Pobre
sé.
Emilio, está grabado él. I love you.
Yeah,
la,
it is.
la, 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 la.
Ahí se la bañó. Eso no está nada cerquita, así como que...
Sí, de que es que
en carro tienes que dar más
la vuelta.
rodeo que...
Ah, ok, yo dije.
sí, por eso dijo
No,
que,
ya
se
se la
tarda,
bañaron.
que se tarda más en caminar.
Está nice
en
el
carro.
área, yo pensé que íbamos a estar...
Como en el
Mijito,
pocho.
estás
¡Chopo!
sola.
En el pocho.
¿Cómo le fue el chopo ayer?
Bien. Digo, tranquilo.
Pues,
Tocamos 2 canciones y nos
Estuvo bien, sí.
Sí.
Era más el
Digo,
nervio.
Sí.
Y lo sacaron muy bien.
Fue súper raw, literal, guitarra.
Tenía
ampli.
un platillo, tenía un
Listo.
crash, un ride y un hi-hat.
¿Así tocaron?
Sí.
Sin pedales, sin.
Si no tenía
nada,
doble pedal,
nada.
estaba
Nada.
bien mal la
Sí.
batería, pero no
Todo
teníamos
raw.
tiempo de
Sin
hacerlo.
in-ears, nada.
Nada, sí. Ay, qué
Just
bonito.
Pure rock and roll.
Sí.
Pues así es, así.
Exacto.
Así es.
No, eso está bien.
Pues nosotros también nos dijeron ayer en la mañana que no, ¿cómo que no?
No, estuvo
Estuvo
bien.
estuvo bien. Fueron 2
Fueron
canciones.
2 canciones y nos fuimos a
Ah, ok.
descansar.
O sea, fue como palomacito.
Sí, sí. Como que así era el evento.
Qué bueno.
De que van bandas de todas partes nada más a tocar 2, 3 canciones y ya. Bueno, no de todas partes, sino de todos los géneros, de todos. De que, el que sea se puede parar ahí.
Sí, la banda después de nosotros era de que una banda con un saxofón y que
Sí, vas a
de que-
escuchar
de que
salsa.
va. Dale. Solo yo para.
Gracias. Muchas gracias. Ok.
Ustedes.
Vénganse.
¿Todo bien? Cool.
Graba Dani, it's fine, it's fine.
Graban y graban y
Dani se ve más bonita.
All right, here comes Thomas Dolby, so I've got to mute him. Okay. They always do that to Danny. As soon as she starts to react to something, the music shuts off. We saw that when Pao was trying to play Ali's bass at sound check. And Danny came over and tried to join. Ouch, said Ali. That's loud. There's Dad. He's That's right. Make sure that thing is tight. You don't want it loosening up during the show.
Si el otro está flojo, no sé si me afecta.
Sí, está bien.
Pero ni lo siento.
I'm sure Pao's set loosens up pretty regularly as she plays it. Sound check. Playing this while singing lead, I can't believe it still.
O mándame.
¿Dónde? Están ahí, está todo
Aquí
ahí
estoy yo.
adentro. Está todo aquí adentro. Acá, en una silla. ¿Qué estoy? ¿Dani?
Regresa a lavar por nosotros.
Ay, está bruto, estoy bien. ¿Aquí entramos? Por aquí queríamos entrar, pero no se ocurrió. Aquí está divino.
Ay, gracias. Claro
Is this just fans? I mean, in terms of it's not an official meet and greet, but it just so happens we've got all these fans going, hey, can we get a picture? Too cool. Too cool.
¿Qué onda?
Muchas gracias.
Acá está Marco.
¿Verdad?
La última porque tenemos prisa.
Sí, tengo que ir.
Sí.
Si tengo que ir a
Ya después del show, ya después del show.
I think that was very reasonable. Oh, one more. Why not?
Nos vemos en la noche, muchas gracias.
Gracias. Ahí dejamos a mami otra vez atrás.
One thing I've never checked is how big is this place? I'll check that later. Now we're getting the straightening. Love the graphics. It's alive. There's about a minute left. Okay, I realize this may be a little bit like, what? Why are you stopping now? In the cards and in the end screen, I'm going to put the very beginning of this concert for you. Our reaction from 2 years ago. Now, again, we are planning on redoing the show sometime in the very near future. possibly starting as early as next week. So keep an eye out for that. But I hope that this was enjoyable to you. If you've ever seen it before, or if you didn't have captions or anything like that, I'm hoping that it was useful, even for longtime fans. It was certainly very interesting, just watching them go through everything that they would have to go through for a show like this, the sound check, the getting there early, making sure everything's set properly, and then actually impromptu meeting fans outside ahead of time. And great to see that, even this early in their trajectory. Of course, their second album is out. You know, by this time they are a name, and they've been putting on explosive shows, but still, it's fairly early in their timeline, so it's just nice to see all that already in full bloom. The show itself was incredible, so if you haven't seen it, by all means, make it a point to see it. But give your thoughts on this, if there was anything new for you in here, if you've seen it before, if there's anything you caught for the first time that you didn't see the last time. And just, you know, if you were there, of course, tell me about that. Oh, yeah, by the way, while we're here, LUNARIO, Mexico City, capacidad, up to 1,200 people, it looks like. That seems about right. All right, well, and if you've even been to LUNARIO for any other event, I mean, tell me about that. If you can tell me anything about the actual venue, that would be interesting as well. All right, if you have other suggestions for me for the future, please leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.